Some families choose to store money away in a trust account. These are generally secure places for that money to sit until it can be passed on to a family member or another loved one. So now the California Supreme Court has approved new rules to better protect people's trust accounts. During ABC 10's investigation, The Price of Care, we began to understand how easily these trusts can be manipulated. Jim Marshall, a court investigator, explained to us that under California's current legal guidelines, it is very easy for this money to be taken advantage of by the very people that are hired to keep these accounts safe.
Corruption is to frustrate the intent of the trustor, the person who is relying on another to protect them, to protect their estate during and after their lifetime. However, not all fiduciaries are doing that.
And do you believe that corruption is happening here in the Sacramento County Probate Court now?
Yes.
Marshall also told us once an attorney or fiduciary is signed onto the trust, it ends the court's oversight of the account and how the funds inside are being managed. So it's good to hear there's some regulations being put in place. Investigative reporter Andy Judson joins me now. Of course, she's been following all of this. Andy, let's talk about the rules that are actually changing. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Absolutely. So these rules were proposed by the California State Bar after an audit that they did found an attorney mismanaging their client's trust fund. So these new rules will require attorneys to do a number of things like reporting that they are simply managing those clients' trust funds. That's something that we probably all thought was already happening, but it wasn't. And these new rules will go in place in the coming year when attorneys try to renew their licenses in 2023.
And do you think these new rules would be sufficient enough?
Yeah, it's a much needed start, I would say, but these new regulations are specifically for attorneys, which do often handle client trust funds. But as you said earlier, in California, fiduciaries also are in charge of entrusted with people's money. Actually, in the investigation we did, Price of Care Season 1, we found fiduciaries manage around $13 billion of people's money in California alone. So obviously, it's a lot of money, but we also found there's a huge lack of oversight by the Professional Fiduciary Bureau, which is the state agency that's supposed to regulate this industry, and they're basically not. So these new rules are a very good start for attorneys, but we also need fiduciaries as well.
So this is just one step. Hopefully there's more to come.
Absolutely.
All right, Andy, thank you.
Thanks for having
me. You can watch the season 1 and 2 of The Price of Care on our ABC 10 YouTube channel or our website.